Good morning. So, what was our last topic? Can anyone tell me? What was the last topic taught? Priyanka, what was the last topic?
Ma'am, I think characteristics were done.
Characteristics of batch or job?
Ma'am, batch.
Batch was done, I think. Could you access the subjects in Moodle? Anyone? Did you check? I asked you to check, no? Could you access the subjects in Moodle? Can you access it? Just check.
Ma'am, I haven't checked yet. I am checking
Please
it
check
now.
and inform, okay? After classes, you check and inform me whether you are able to access or not. Okay. All right. So, four types of production I told you that are basically there that we will carry on with our discussion. We started with job and we also did batch. So today we will study what is mass and continuous production. Okay. So let us start without wasting any time. I have already wasted some time. I was late. I'm sorry. Okay, so let us quickly study what is mass production system. This manufacture of discrete parts or assemblies using a continuous process are called mass production. This production system is justified by very large volume of production. The machines are arranged in a line or product layout. Product and process standardization exists, and all outputs follow the same path. Say, for example, manufacturing of the railway tracks. Okay, manufacturing of the railway tracks, for example. So, this will happen in a very large volume, right? You cannot set up a manufacturing department and prepare and produce or manufacture all the railway tracks out there. You cannot do that. Also, you could see you were not there at that time when this Killian Hall was developed. No, before that, I don't know whether you have seen our college or not. It was a vacant place with a basketball court and your trees were there, few trees were there, basketball court was there, and all sands and all this, those were there. And when the production was going on, it moved on a very large scale, for a very long period of time it was taken, and then equipments were brought into our own campus, and it was all mess. I think for one full semester it went on during the year 2017, 17 or 18, 18 I think, yes, 18. So in that time it happened. So it is a mass volume of production. You cannot, set up a single location and go on manufacturing certain equipments out there. You need a full setup for this. This is called the machines which are set up in a way, that way is called a line or product layout. Okay, we have also chapters related to different production layout. We will discuss in detail in that chapters. So here what happens is, no, according to the product demand, not demand in the sense ki demand for production process. Okay, what is the proper process of production of that particular product? According to that process, the entire layout is set. The entire machines are arranged in such a way that the product follows a particular path, and it will follow the same path only. Okay, whatever standardization you make, there will be existence of that, of those also, but the product will go through the same path. Okay, you cannot change that path. Railway tracks, production of railway tracks. Tracks will be all same type of output you will receive, isn't it? So they will go on following a same path, and they will happen in a very large volume. Okay. And here what happens, either manufacture or assemblies, whatever you do, but you will have to do it in a continuous process, and it will have to have a very large volume. Say manufacture of cars, trucks, all those things will fall under mass production. Because why? In cars manufacturing also it goes on a very large scale, and also there is a continuous process, isn't it? Same type of machines will be set up in a single path, and then the products manufacturing will go or will follow on that singular path, and then they will reach their output level, and the output, all the outputs will follow a same path. Okay, that is mass production. What are the characteristics or features of it? Standardization of product and process sequence, because there will be perfect standardization, same path, same technique, same way they will follow. Okay. Then large volume of production will be produced. Shorter cycle time of production. Obviously, there will be shorter cycle time because you know your work. You know that after half an hour this process is going to start, after 1 hour that process is going to start, so I know my work, right? Like when you wake up and do all your morning stuffs and you come to college, you know what has to be done regularly, you are doing. So if you are doing it regularly, then automatically the cycle time gets reduced, because every day you excel yourself, and there is reduction of time period. So like that it happens. Okay. Then lower in process inventory, there will be lower in process because continuously the productions are going on, so there will be lower work in progress inventory. You will not left anything undone. Once you start, you can finish off easily because there is no change in setup, no change in layout, the same layouts you are using every time, so you can easily do that. Next is perfectly balanced production lines. So what is it? Production lines, here it indicates, the production lines indicates that the production process that goes on a follow particular path, so also there is following of particular machines for doing each of the tasks. So everything is balanced, in the setup. You know where to go. The products are following the same path, they are going to the same machines every day, so balanced, everything is balanced, the production lines are all balanced every day. Then control and planning is easy when you have a good layout, good work to follow every day, then obviously their planning and control will become easy. Completely automatic, not much manpower will be required, because there will be heavy duty machines which you are using every day, and the machines will do their work on their own. Once they break down, then you need manpower, but other than that not much manpower will be required, and material handling can be completely automatized. Next is higher rate of production with reduced cycle time. Higher rate of production with reduced cycle time. Obviously, as we have already discussed, that cycle time will be less in number, because there's a customized, there's a standardized process which you are following. Higher rate of production, higher capacity utilization, line balancing. Since your production lines are all balanced, so higher utilization will be there. Nothing will be ideal at any time, so you can follow. So you can continue producing all the time. So there will be higher capacity utilization. Then less skilled operators are required. Skills are very less, because only one thing you expertise, and you can easily conduct the manufacturing activity, because you're not changing anything. No, standardized process only you are following. So in that case, you don't have to have much skill. Only one skill you expertise, that is more than enough. Then low process inventory, already discussed. Then manufacturing cost per unit is low, because same machines you are utilizing, same materials you are using, so manufacturing costs are also going to be low if you go through per unit cost. Okay. Then limitations. Suppose there is a breakdown in one machine. what will happen? The entire flow will stop or not, because that machine is connected to all the other machines since you're following the same path, isn't it? So breakdown of one machine will bring a breakdown in the entire production process. Then line layout needs major change with the changes in the product design. Suppose the design of the car is becoming obsolete, no one is buying that design, so will you still go on producing the same type of car? No, obviously no. You will go with the trend, what is going on in the market, what the people are liking. So you will follow that trend, or you will create your own trend, right? So in that case, if it happens, then you will have to change the entire layout. Maybe it may happen that you have to replace all the machineries, all the heavy duty machineries which are highly priced. Then in that case, your uh, there will be major changes, isn't it? And if major changes, obviously there will be higher incursion of cost, isn't it? Then high investment in production facilities. As I told you that there the machines will be of heavy duty, they will be doing lot of work. In that case, heavy investments also is required, isn't it? And the cycle time is determined by the slowest operation. So the cycle time, that means the time required for the product to get manufactured, will be determined by the slowest operation. Why is it so? Because it is a continuous process, no, every time it is doing the same thing. In that case, the process also becomes slow, the operator's process. Sometimes boredom occurs, sometimes breakdown. If breakdown, the entire day the production will not go, like that, due to the fact the it gets characterized by the slowest operations. Okay, any doubt in mass production? Is there any doubt in mass production?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then let me move ahead to continuous production. In continuous production, the production facilities are arranged as per the sequence of production operations from the first operations to the finished product. From the first operations to the finished product, items are made to flow through the sequence of operations through material handling devices such as conveyors, transfer devices, etc. There is a similarity between mass and continuous production, okay, in the sense that in continuous production also the items are made to flow through a sequence of operations. Okay, now the everything will be automatized. Okay, for example, if you travel in flight, then you can see that the system is completely standardized, isn't it? The flight will land, the travelers will be escorted to a bus if the this lounges and all are quite far away. So then you will come to the lounge. Here there you will spend some time, wait for your luggages to occur. Then the luggages will be automatically carried by the conveyor belts, and then they will be delivered to the customers, delivered to the travelers. Then you can fetch your packages, luggages, and then you can leave the airport. Like that, everything is, it is going on in a continuous flow, isn't it? Similarly, as I told you, that day that we will plan to take you to a manufacturing unit. In there, if you also go, I'm giving you an example of the Coca-Cola plant, because that is a plant which I have observed, minutely. I have gone several times out there, so I can give you that example properly. So I'm giving. So there is a continuous process. Okay, the bottles comes in small sizes. It's like a size of a like 6 inches or like that size it comes. Then then the plastic bottles will go to a blower machine, they will blow up, they will become the size of 600 or 750 ml, like that. Then they will go to the another machine which will wash them. Then it will go to another machine that will fill up the liquor in that. Then it will go to another machine which you will do the labeling on that. then it will go to another department where the quality check will be done. All everything is automatized. Okay, no one is working. The people are roaming here and there, and they're observing whether machines are working properly or not. Few people, only 10 to 12 workers you can find out there. Everything is automatized, and the process is a continuous one. The items are continuously flowing, and their conveyors are utilized, and the transfer devices, other sort of transfer devices are utilized, which are carrying all the materials from one machine to the another, and they are following the same process. Okay, so it's a continuous flow. This type of operation is called continuous production. This subject, no, if you don't visit a particular plant, then it becomes very difficult to understand sometimes. Okay, first I'll teach you different types of layouts. By next week I'll finish off this part. Then I'll take you to a manufacturing unit. Okay, in there you will have to do a project work. You will have to find out that what type of layout this machine manufacturing unit is following, what type of production is it. By now you have known 4 types of production. What are the 4 types? Who wants to answer? Who will answer me? Tell me, what are the 4 types of production system that I have taught you till today?
Mass production, batch production,
Then
continuous production,
and first one was what? First one was what?
no, I forgot that.
Job. It is job. Okay, so you go through it. This PPT is uploaded in Moodle. Okay, please try to access that. I don't know, some due to some technical reason this is not appearing maybe in your dashboard, but by now it should appear. So please have a look so that you can go through it. Also you can search different you see some YouTube videos also. Okay, where this type of productions are taught by different teachers. Then they some production units example, there is a very good video I will share with you someday. You also check, you will get it, Amul ice creams. Okay, there is a production cycle video of Amul ice creams in YouTube. Follow that. Do see that video. It's very interesting to see. When you see it in front of your eyes, it becomes more interesting. So I'm trying to take you to a production unit by end of this month. Okay, by that time we will finish off our discussion on layouts and the different production types, so that you can identify. See, theory and practical is completely related. Okay, practical cannot occur without theory, and theory is invalid without practical. It's like that, isn't it? So first you learn the theory. 2 weeks we will learn only the theories. In the 3rd or the 4th week, I'll take you to a manufacturing unit where you will see, okay, what is happening out there, how the process is going on. All right, so first you have to understand. So 4 different types of production process we have studied already. I'll finish up this 4th one today. Then from tomorrow onwards we will start this one. Location of facilities and plant layout. What are the different objectives and types of layout? This is very important. Okay, few I think I'll skip from this PPT because these are all theoretical parts. Scope of production management, this and that, all this you can manage on your own, no problem. You know by now what is production management all about. Then quickly we'll move on to layouts. All right, let us discuss a bit about continuous production so that it becomes clearer for you. So in continuous production, there will be dedicated plant and equipment with zero flexibility. You cannot move at all the equipment. They will be fixed in that location. Okay, so just think how risky is it. Suppose that demand for Sprite suddenly stops. Then what will happen to that unit? You will have to completely shut down. You'll have to sell out the machineries in scrap value, and then you have to completely shut down and follow a different structure, install a different layout. So there is dedicated plant and equipment with zero flame. You cannot at all move on the design move on the layout of the plant because there is no flexibility at all. Material handling is fully automated. Process follows a predetermined sequence of operations. Component materials can't be readily identified with final product. And final planning and scheduling is a routine action. Everything is routinized. Okay. Then component materials cannot be readily identified with final product. As I told you, the bottles of Sprite will come in small 6 inches size. How will you identify this with a 750 ml Sprite bottle or 1.5 liter Sprite bottle? You cannot identify. So this may happen out there. The raw materials will come in such a form you will not be able to identify it or relate it with the final product. The final product will be, maybe it is of a huge size. Everything is different. Shape, size, color, everything will be changed in this continuous process. Then planning and scheduling is a routine action. Since it is continuous, so obviously planning and scheduling has to be a routine work. It's similar to mass production. Okay. Advantages: standardization. If there is standardization, less time, less maintenance cost, all these things are there. Then higher rate of production, higher capacity utilization. This is just like mass production. Manpower is not required since the machines are all completely automated. Person with limited skill can be used. Unit cost is lower, similar to mass production. Limitations are: process number of products doesn't exist, very high investment, and product differentiation is limited. Okay, since the machines are also doing the same thing, doing the same task every time, also there will be less product differentiation, and process number of products doesn't exist at all. Okay, then objectives you are going to study on your own. Objectives of production management, and scope of production management. This is not required. Okay, this is not much required. Scope of production management you have to study on your own. And from tomorrow I'll start this location of facilities and plant layout. Okay, plant layout we will have to finish off by this week itself, so that we can study a little bit more about layouts and production process. After that we can visit a plant. Okay, all right. So I'll not teach anymore today. We will continue tomorrow. Sorry, GST, in GST class we are meeting at 10 a.m. right? At 10 a.m. we will meet again. So just wait for some time. Let me give you attendance. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me by the time I give you attendance. Study the 4 types of production today. Okay, that is your homework for today. Study all the 4 types of production that I have taught you till today. Okay, please respond. All right. Abhijit, Abhishna, Anurag, Aryan, Ashish, Ashmita, Vibechna, Debrupa, Harshita, Ishika Chaudhary, Ishika Agarwal, Kajal,
Present, ma'am.
Tasak, Khushi, Krizan, Mahima, Mamta, Muskan Prasad, Muskan Gupta,
Yes, ma'am.
Namrata Dahal,
Yes, ma'am.
Nidhi,
Present, ma'am.
Nitesh, Parnadeep, Pawan, Prashil, Pratiksha Chetri, Pratiksha Giri, Priyanka,
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Pooja, Rajat, Ramkrishna, Rohit, Rohit Bansal, Rohit Pandey,
Present, ma'am.
Sagar, Salina, Shalini, Shruti, Saurav, Sobhit, Supriya, Suraj,
Present, ma'am.
Swayam, Tanya, Vinit. Okay. Okay, you can leave now. We'll meet again at 10.
Ma'am,
Ash, Devrupa Bibeshna Prison. Yes, Priyanka, tell me.
Ma'am, only GST is there in Moodle.
Only GST.
Yes, ma'am.
Production is not there.
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, I'll see. Ashmita Devrupa Bibeshna